right, Grand Rising, everyone. It is Shalonda from American Aborigines Unchained in the Facebook group, and American Empress Unchained here on YouTube. And I think by the time I put this video up, I'll be the Taurian Tarot. What did I say? The Taurian Tarot and the Torah. Wait, the Taurian Torah, and we're gonna get it right. Y'all see it when I put it underneath the video. So again, a matter of fact, I've been saying it over and over again in my head, but I usually write stuff out like in different, to see, and I guess we'll see. But anyways, I don't want to take up too much of your time. I want to get right into the video. I got a lot of stuff here, right? So again, I just kind of just been around, and again, I got my D baby for a couple days, and I've just been spend time with her, and I think I don't know, it's just something with me. When it comes to children, especially before they get to the age where they talk back, that, I don't know, it kind of puts me in a Zen kind of mode. It's always been that way. My grandmother was someone that took care of like all the children, like in the family and then within the community, with daycare. So that's just a thing. So anyhow, I don't know. I've just been, like I said, in a Zen mode, and usually this is just how I am. You know what I'm saying? It's just things, what I'm saying? Because I feel like, again, some of us are dealing with the world on so many different levels. And I think that some of this is going to talk about like the lowly and then the high places, so it's very funny. I just think Source is just, gathering me, the last video that I did on American Empress Unchained, it's kind of heightened. But I don't take it back. It is what it is. Those are parts of me. All right. So again, so I was sitting back and, I pulled a couple cards because I don't know, there's been something again. And these are universal messages. Again, I'm speaking them. Some of these things I sense around me, but then other things are just because it must be something that is universal. Speaking from the soul or the sun through the earth. Okay. And so, so I don't know, the past couple of days I've been looking up at the Cobran Bible. So today I said, let me go ahead and pull it out. First, I pulled a couple cards because I've been seeing stuff about, it's supposedly cuffing season. And I've been seeing a lot of things having to do with fertility, bunnies, bees. I don't know. And I was kind of shocked at the cards that I pulled yesterday. So again, one stack is from what I pulled yesterday that I kind of just like sit and simmer on those things. And then there's 2 stacks here that I just pulled today. Okay. And again, I think it all kind of centers around this message. Now, I was going to go ahead and do, we're going to go ahead and read, Reputation here in the Cobran Bible. Okay. And I think I'm liking this part of this book, so I'm going to keep on going through it. I don't know if you have the Cobran Bible, but again, it's talking labor, and then it goes into reputation, and then it goes into ambition, and it's kind of just sounding like a road to recovery. Instead of building back better, it's better to recover or utilize what you have. I know it can be hard sometimes because I haven't always been that way, okay? But, it builds character and stamina, and like it builds something, to be able to do something with what you have. Because a lot of times, like, again, I feel like I'm off center, which could be like sometimes for a very long time, depending, because I'm learning now. I'm learning myself. I'm learning, certain people and certain energies, and just, taking that sword and just, you know what I'm saying? Maybe that's why the 7 of Swords, I mean, not that that's what it means, is staring at me here. But again, just carving, sculpting, kind of like, what's going to be, now I had my heads in the clouds and I think they were there for too long. And I think that, it was just, okay. But I have to really not just say, give it to Source. I have to be willing, and I think it's talking about this a little bit. So I'm just like, because I think it's gonna be a time for a spanking for me today, but we'll see. Okay, so again, honesty. Okay, and what else is here? Cheerfulness, generosity. Okay, and discretion. And again, I think these are major, major, major things. So again, me and the Coven Bible gonna be getting it in for the next couple of days. I think that's what I'm gonna open up that channel with, is this here. Because I was gonna go ahead and do generosity, because I'll show you real quick what I pulled, but we'll just go back to it, right? All right. So again, these are the cards that I pulled with the new deck here. And I can't remember what it's called, divine something, but I already showed it. So again, it says here, forgive and forget. And I think that this is the first one that came out. And it's like, like I don't have I'm just like I don't know, I'm embarrassed sometimes, right? I'm embarrassed, I think, right? Because I'm someone that, dealing with the process I think that I've gone through over the year, it is, I don't know who to forgive for what. It's just like a whirlwind of chaotic things were going on around me. And I could only like really speculate and pinpoint. Sometimes source would like kind of pinpoint something like, yeah, that's what you know what it is. Go ahead. You got the intuition, you using it. Go ahead and believe it. See it for what it is. But then at other times, like I said, when it comes to love and war, it is very hard. Again, for me, and again, a lot of trickster mentality, I think, that I've been experiencing. And then just being inexperienced, I think, in that realm it must have been like a field day for certain energies and entities, right? But again, just grounding myself, because I can go within, and a lot of times it may seem as though like I'm looking angry or something, but I'm really happy about like the alchemy, like that's, what is that book up there called? Inner Alchemy. I think I want to read it. You know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. I just think I need like some time. You know what I'm saying? Time, they say time waits for no man, but I wonder what it do for a woman. Okay? So again, forgive and forget. Okay? So again, I never really have I don't hold grudges, and I really don't have a problem with forgiving. So sometimes I be too damn forgiving, but I can't forget. You know what I'm saying? That's just something I can't do, because to forget is then to lose your footing or your foundation. Even if these things are negative or positive, they still lead you, you know what I'm saying, into your true purpose or into that light. So again, I don't like to forget. I want to remember what you did. Like really, okay? So again, reflect on your truth. And again, matters of the heart. Again, I've been feeling a lot of stress on my heart. So again, I'm this whole thing now, you know what I'm saying? So like I'm going through this, and at the same time, I'm realizing that the stone that I have been keeping really close to me lately is this pyrite, okay? Now it doesn't really look like the ones that I've been seeing, so I'm pretty sure it's a special kind or a different kind. A little bit different than the normal, I don't know. But they call it fool's gold, but then some people say it's not so much of a fool's gold. And then that's funny, because the fool card with this new deck kept coming out. It might be one of the cards that did. I think so. I think it did. It's going to be here. Okay. So again, but again, playing the fool sometimes and being a fool is, like I said, is two different things to me. Okay. Because I could play the fool. You know what I'm saying? But then I can also be fooled. You know what I'm saying? Especially when it comes to, things, like I said, when it comes to things that I feel like I should be able to see. But I know, like, there's an inner something inside of me that says some work has been done. There's some things that you need to do on yourself, but there's also some work that has been done on you to bind and blind. Like, I just know it. So maybe this is going to teach us something about that, all right? So it says, make necessary sacrifices, okay? Yeah. And so I was thinking, like, even with that, for me, I'd like to take, oh my goodness. I'd like to start small, right? And the necessary sacrifices is me, like, going through some of my stuff to try to get rid of it, you know what I'm saying? And then even now, like, having it listed, you know what I'm saying? I finally got a document or whatever that I needed to upload so that my platform on Amazon could start to fluctuate more, right? Um, but I was kind of like looking for it, but I wasn't. But like I said, I noticed that even when I had the stuff in there, I was like, nothing's really selling. But then I was like, okay, maybe adjust your prices just a little bit. But then I realized that it was a document that I don't have, that might be the case. So I don't know. I don't know, but I'm ready to sacrifice the stuff. Is period. Okay. So again, even if I have to box it up and have a garage sale in the spring, I don't know. But it's time to try to take out some of this old stuff so I can bring new stuff in. Because just because I know how to do something and just because I love doing it, if I'm not really spending time or if I'm not really, so that's the whole thing of cleansing and cutting off even people. Don't matter who it is. And I hope they don't take it personal, but it's a process here. It's a process. And then for many people, you haven't spoken to them in so long. And then when they do come back in, it might be kind of, and then some people, it's like it never changed. You like you just talked to them yesterday when you talk to them again. So, it's just like, like I said, there's no offense. It's just me going within and just doing what I need to do. You know what I'm saying? And the main thing is, like I said, I want to be able to live in that moment of clarity and cleansing with, again, everything and everyone cut out, so that I can try to, navigate. Because I think that sometimes we have people that like to attach on to our energy. You know what I'm saying? And I can kind of see now that I'm cutting back, like it's coming back to me. And again, it's funny because I know people say, don't let people into your energy, don't let people. But then there's some of us that are so powerful. I mean, your light shines so bright that other individuals that may be more advanced than you, other beings that are more advanced than you, can sense your light and latch on to it without you knowing. And I don't know, somebody can say by the way you think, by this and that, but again, I believe that again, there may be other entities, like I said, that want you to have the perception of that, okay, to keep you slowed down, okay. So again, make necessary sacrifices. So again, I feel like, again, that we always talk about sacrifice, child sacrifice, things like that. Again, I see it. I want to see that in a different light. Because again, a lot of us don't know for sure. But if you use etymology, I don't know, it clears things up for me. So like sacrificing, it could just be like, cutting off a child from their, is it like maybe a codependent energies, or connections, just to saying no about certain things and things like that. So again, I don't know. It's just for they can grow, okay, like in that sense. And then sometimes you got to pull them back in, But anyways, the main thing is sacrificing things, even if it's the smallest thing, by like getting decluttering or whatever, or people. All right, so it says trust the divine plan. Okay, and this is the problem. But I work on it every day. Yeah. Okay. To let source, guide, to slow down and listen, because I'm like, yeah. So I don't know, maybe it's something that happened, but it's just like got me like, okay, all right. Okay, I'll slow down. All right. And I know it's funny. I mean, I'm about to say, mm, okay, we won't go there. All right, I'll keep that to myself. All right, take the lead. Okay. So it's kind of like take the reins. Hmm. All right. Because even the strongest, because I think I've reading just like a brief part about masculinity here. Um, I don't know. Okay. And then speak up. All right. So again, I think this is very universal here. Yeah. Okay. This nose ring is getting on my nerves, y'all. It just keeps twisting around. It's tickling my nose on the inside. Oh my God. Okay. I know. Stop. Okay. Okay. Okay, so again, speak up. This is a very, I think it's time. It's a very challenging time to speak up, and be afraid of repercussions and things like that. But, especially when, again, people are doing things online, what I'm saying, things like that, they're afraid of losing their means of, and that is like, I don't like people putting a mass amount of people into those kind of grips. And again, at the same time, it seems like we're treating and taking in illegal, I'll go ahead and say that, aliens or foreign groups, and we're exalting them in the true children of this soil are being put into a complacent or a stagnant energy. And it's almost like, oh, it's time for us to take care of you. But at the same time, again, knowing and being in a situation, like I said, of just being a at-home mom and being okay with how that is, and when it comes to finances and everything like that, and then finding yourself in a situation where you see, so I can kind of relate to it on a different level. All right, so again, be of service, right? I don't know, that just made me pull that card, and love yourself. Okay, all right, so again, we're gonna go ahead and start reading, but I just wanted to look real quick because I wanted to, look again about the whole thing with the pyrite, okay? And it says, when it comes to physical healing, pyrite is, and so I want to see if this is going to, if we're using our sensors, right? And if it's going to blend in what we're going to be talking about here. Honesty is a thing of the heart and not always obvious. Only the spirit knows the intentions, the motives written in the heart of a man are too often misread. You know what? This damn Cobra Bible. Hold on. Real men are honest for the sake of honesty. It is in their nature. Weaklings are hypocritically honest because of the reward reaped for a reputation for honest. For a reputation. Oh, so is it calling somebody? Hold on. For a reputation for honesty. Only the spirit is not deceived. Look at this, y'all. What is we talking about? Okay, we're going to have to go. Listen, we're going to have to go through this. Contentment, diligent. Okay, y'all, this is what I'm going to start the other channel on. I promise. This is what it is. I think that, I don't even want to read what we was about to read, but let's go ahead, okay? So we're not, hold on 1 second. We're not going to do generosity. I said we were going to do reputation. Okay, because again, that's what I think that I was dealing with a lot, because like even from a teenager, right? When I would look at a situation, I would ask myself, getting involved with things that teenagers do, I would ask myself, is it worth your time and your reputation? And a lot of times I went against that, but most times I didn't. Most time I didn't. You know what I'm saying? And excuse me. And that's what I want. Like I said, when I talk to my daughters, like that's what I be telling them. Is it worth your time and your reputation? You know what I'm saying? Because that is something that both of those things is something I felt like you can't get back. Once it's done, it's done. Because I had an incident when I was younger. And there was, again, I always had like really close connection with boys. I was a tomboy, but then I was like one of them girls that like was fully developed like in the 5th grade. And so it was like you know what I'm saying, cool with boys. But then you had the boys that would have to like protect me because other boys wanted to, you know what I'm saying, grab on me and stuff. So again, it like, I remember I was going with this boy and I won't say his name, okay? And then he was always like kind of rough or whatever. And, and this is 5th grade or whatever. So it wasn't nothing real serious. But like he would like to wrestle or whatever, pin me down and stuff like that. And I remember one time we were like at this youth center. And No, I went to school. Okay, we were hanging out. I went back to school the next day, and everybody's like, "Oh yeah, we know what happened." Or whatever. I'm like, "What the hell are you talking about?" So then they're like, "Yeah, such and such said that you was over there on those bleachers or whatever. You had some polka dot panties or whatever." I'm like, "What?" Like doing what? Because I wasn't doing that. You know what I'm saying? And I was just so hurt. I was so hurt that people really thought that about me. And you know what I'm saying? But I knew it came from like some hating females that probably, you know what I'm saying? Because, I don't know, it was a selection of boys. I'm just really thinking back about my journey. And really, I don't know. Like there was always a selection. Like there was this quote that I was, or this meme I was looking at the other day about like, yeah, all the boys wanted to date her, but she chose you, so to mess that up, or it was something like that, or whatever. And I think that that's how it always been. Just like they like it's like this attraction or whatever. But when I find a male that I'm interested in, like it's like, and like even my closest like cousins, well, my sisters and cousins, they'll tell you they're like, oh, there she go. You know what I'm saying? Because it was just like that, right? But I don't know. I don't know about that story or whatever. But oh, it was about the reputation. But I was like, oh my goodness, my reputation is ruined. People is gonna believe this. Like I don't even know. You know what I'm saying? So it was that energy there. Okay. Um, I remember that. And I just was so hurt. And I'm like, oh my goodness, people think this thing about me I didn't do. But, it's whatever. Okay. So I guess I still feel some kind of way about it if I'm bringing it up today. Okay. So again, it says it's all about keeping you strong and stable and even free from shackles of control. So again, look at y'all. Look, okay, because we already got the juice. Really? Okay. All right. I love when this happens. Okay. Because again, we freestyling. Okay. And it says it seems to have an intuitive quality. Okay, we could. Okay, all right. That works to keep you out of harm's way, both spiritually and emotionally. It is also a stone that inspires creativity and brings a dash of added sparkle. Look at this, like these cards. Ooh, okay. I don't know. I can see sparkle around people too. Okay, I can see like genuine sense of that sparkle. When it comes to people. Mm. And it says encourages strength and leadership qualities, inviting you to step up to your own potential because your willpower and well-being are ever in check. Okay. So again, physical qualities, building up your strength and stamina, leans on masculine energy. So again, we pulled that masculine energy card the other day, um, because of its love of protection, is cutting down on the environmental pollution and effects on this and effects of this on the body. Okay, it is a useful tool for fighting viral infections, reducing fevers, and strengthening the immune system and respiratory system. All right, lung health issues. I don't know why I've been seeing like psychrodosis or something like that lately. Again, they were looking at me for that, but nobody. So maybe I don't know. Maybe this is something for me to go back to the doctor as well. Um, can even be useful for those who suffer from asthma or breathing related problems. Keeps the blood healthy, and then also fertility issues. So again, maybe this is somebody might need to hear this. It's about to be cuffing season. Let's see. All right. When it comes to emotional strength, this is where Pyrate truly lights a fire in the soul. And I know you can go to a channel and somebody can give you a quick, but I just like to be kind of thorough, just kind of as thorough as possible without really dragging things out. Okay. For me and you, because again, I feel like we're learning these things in a sense together. All right. Um, so again, set the spirit on fire in a good way and rekindle any lost drive or distant passion. It makes you feel like you are ready to embrace life once again. This is crazy, y'all. Come on now. Okay, because I know, I've been wanting to hate on stones and crystals and stuff like that and just have, what I'm saying? But okay, wait a minute. Because still, though, I know that people can still, with anything, like me with crafts, it can turn into an obsession and then you have everything, and so again, like being able to like moderately come into it, and really I'm just at a time, place, and an age in my life where if I don't feel like I need it and it don't do something for me, again, or if it has to be something already doing something for me to lead me to it, and then I'm very precise. I go in, get what I want, and come, what I'm saying? So again, that's you know that's kind of like how I feel. Okay. All right. And it says, makes you feel like you are ready to embrace life once again. If you have been tangled up in depressive thoughts or residing in anxiety, Pyrate is here to help you step away from those thoughts and fears and overcome all that is holding you back, and to take action to live the life you were born for. So again, on my spiritual journey, like I've been going through this time, like when I see things, I can see like different layers of me in things. So I don't know. And so I was just thinking like, okay, whatever work I'm here to do, sometimes it make me feel like, it's like a weird energy, because it makes me feel like I'm here to do some work, and then I'm supposed to be like lifted off into some place and not come back. So I'm actually here helping as a source of light or something that's helping others find their way internally, maybe with the inner alchemy or with something. What you don't have to necessarily have these things outside of yourself, but they can actually help you. And again, we're going to see that happening here because we just bought this. So again, I want to be that open, that living vessel that brings this word, and so sometimes I feel like that's what Source has for me. Like, I'm not even like from here really, like, okay, that was, okay, too much. All right. So, but anyways, like that kind of energy, right? Which may be why some of us are very equipped with many different qualities and many different ideas and because we're supposed to be here pouring this out on the people. And again, I know that there's big things going on, what I'm saying, when it comes to certain things. But again, if the things that these people are doing, and if they keep operating like that, I feel like it's going to be overturned anyways. And, Source is going to step in and make sure that it's done right this time. Okay. All right. So again, that's it about the stone. So let's go ahead. All right. So I want to look at the cards that I pulled here, right? Because I feel like it's also a time for decisions and making decisions, especially when it comes to these so-called relationships and connections and business partnerships and things like that, because we are going into the winter, you know what I'm saying? And I feel like, I don't know, like these months can like really, like transform, right? Because I feel like for me, when it comes to that whole the whole financial aspect of my journey or whatever, it's like I was not worried about that, like I told you, because really, 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 I felt like, again, where I don't know where I was going, but that Source, I'm here to do a job, and I'm supposed to be spending my time doing this with you guys and with myself, so that I can do this with you guys, like this vessel that's just here and just taking on all this and just really, so, although I have thoughts and ideas and everything, it's just like none of that is really going in that direction. So, what are you trying to say? You know what I'm saying? And being happy to see others going in that direction, say, okay, yeah, I'm so happy to see my people, and just people in general doing these things or whatever. And, but it's almost like this whole thing, like I feel like I won't be there to enjoy it, or, I won't be able to do my own or whatever. And I'm not saying that I can't. I'm just saying, as being someone that's close with Source and feeling that, it just feels like I'm, being used. But again, now, okay, as of the last couple of days, it seems like something has shifted or something has changed. And maybe it's time to then now really, declutter, like I said, and cut things off, and then actually see what part I'm going to play. Knowing to a certain extent where I'm going to be, but there's that alternative lifestyle. Either I'm just here to be that vassal, and then I'm just going to be removed. So I'm not really too worried about building those blocks. And then now it's at a point where no, but we might just need you to stay here. So, you know what I'm saying? Come up with a plan of what you want to be doing. Okay. And just, talk to Source about it. So that's like the energy that I feel like I'm getting. Okay. So again, decision making. And then we have here the spread here when it comes to the, astrology, the heavenly bodies astrology deck. Okay. So we have and they came out like this. Sagittarius came out upside down, and I really don't, really want to alter what it means because I want to be brief, okay? But it says optimism, exploration, and freedom, okay? So again, it kind of frightened me a little bit because, you know what I'm saying? But I do have to take it like just without even going into like the specifics as to what it's saying it means. If it comes in upside down, it's just letting me know automatically that these things that if you make one of these choices or this decision, that you're gonna lose that. Okay. So again, I don't know. I'm wondering if it's having something to do with even choosing a wand or a side. And whether it's gonna be antidote or not. And I was just having this vision of somebody sneaking and giving an antidote. And I said, ooh, that would be the ultimate deception. Could you imagine? Like, because I see, you know what I'm saying? I be seeing, you know what I'm saying? It's just, for me, I see things a little bit differently, okay? As to the dimensions and, the secret tools and things that could be being used, you know what I'm saying, to get in close contact with certain beings, us that are here, okay? So again, and then we have water, right? But I do see 69, which is making me think about Cancer. And then there's an M here. And then I don't know what this little thing is, okay? I don't know if it's like a haystack. I mean, I don't know, y'all, okay? All right, so it says spirituality, emotions, intuition, and compassion. And this is the card here that came up. There's an upside down triangle. So again, that's kind of like makes me think about balance. It makes me think about like the triangle of like putting the earth first, right? Again, putting the earth, you know what I'm saying, first. It doesn't necessarily have to be on top because nobody's really on top of anybody. And if you look at people for who they are instead of their status, the way they look or anything like that, then you'll automatically, you know what I'm saying, you'll automatically know. Treat your neighbors like a certain way, then you'll already know, okay? So again, yeah. And then we have the Sun card here, which was upside down, and it says self-express and embody truth. So again, I don't know, I'm getting, I guess, while I'm reading this also, I'm just keep it real with y'all, that again, with some things, if not all things, maybe this is even a sign for me, you know what I'm saying, to stop something, okay? To stop, okay, maybe it's even telling me to stop self-expressing, okay? And embodying the truth. So I don't know, you know what I'm saying? Maybe it's like stop, like talking so much about your personal plans or your development, right? So I can share certain stories to correlate with or to connect with you guys. But then again, I'm okay now with just seeing it for what it is and just, kind of moving on with it and not having to express it to the world. Do you see what I'm saying? Okay. So again, and then the North Node was upside down. So I'm just wondering, so if we have the Sagittarius and it has this Archer energy here that's upside down, right? Because I'm not willing to give up. I want to be optimistic. I want to explore and I want freedom. I don't want to be, you know what I'm saying? Maybe somebody else does, but I, like I said, so I'm trying to figure, like, again, but there we go. Okay. So we ain't gonna do that. All right. So again, it says destined to have. Okay. So again, this is concerning to me. Like I said, with those two being upside down, along with the Sun card being upside down, you know what I'm saying? It feels as though there is something that has happened, some sort of shift. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I said, about a position or something like that. And I think that, again, this might be the energy, like I said, that I feel from the video, again, that I put out, that fiery video I feel that I put out the other day. But again, I feel like these people on this planet cannot control me. I feel like they're not in charge of my destiny. And so, again, even if they feel like, oh, well, look at how, because I told you about politically correctness and even how I feel when it comes to just let's take the House Speaker, right? Notice something. I just want to say this before I plug this thing off. Plug this thing up and turn this off because we're going to do a part 2. I noticed something because how I told you, I'm just like gonna be me or whatever. I know how to act sometimes in certain settings, but I'm not gonna fine tune to the degree that you want me to. Okay, so again, I noticed something. We had the what was her name? I already forgot. With the red hair, that was the speaker. Okay, Jen, was that her name or something like that? Okay, we saw her. We see. Let's just talk about her demeanor, her movement, her gestures, the way the eye contact, just the. Oh, that's not even a cute. Look, y'all, I'm stopping it. I'm stopping it.